Hi there! Today we're going to talk about tourmalines. And of course you'll see the mining. But before we start, I'd like to inform you that I decided to create a series of gemstones encyclopedia. There will be many long videos with all the details, like what types of gemstones they are, what are their main characteristics, which color do they have, what defines their quality, what are their normal prices, how they're mined, and so on and so on. Therefore, in order not to waste your time now, we are not going to dig deep, otherwise this video will be 3 hours long. Today there will be only mining itself. But don't worry, there will be additional videos with detailed explanation. What is a good color, what is a bad one, which tourmalines are good for investing, how much do they cost, and etc. It's just as I'm learning constantly and getting more knowledge. So I just can't physically put all what I want to say in one started video anymore. So let's start. First of all, I visited the market. I do understand that no matter in which country you are, there isn't a place where you can find something valuable. Because usually they collect the gems which haven't been sold immediately to the respectable clients or boutiques. So mostly there will be presented the average quality or even worse. But in the market you can connect the right people who will lead you to what you want. This time it happened so that I encountered some unusual tourmalines. Can't say that they were extraordinary or something, but they were obviously new from some unknown mining. So I chatted with the seller. It appeared that it was indeed very new mining. Even government doesn't know about its existence yet. And of course the guys want to let it stay so as long as possible, because they naturally wish to avoid taxes. It's funny that they here in Tanzania consider the tax rate, which is about 7.6%, to be insane. I wonder what would they say about other countries' taxes then. So, of course it won't last forever. Sooner or later they will be reported and the officials will document everything. Then the mining will be sold from auction. And then the new owner would put everything in order, of course. Meanwhile, what those guys have mined doesn't look attractive to me. But they told that after several shafts, they realized that the whole deposit is about 200 meters long. Therefore, it's very possible that sooner or later the good quality tourmalines will start to appear. So we'll definitely stay in touch. This time I visited them just of curiosity and to show you how the rocks are blasted. I participated in blasting twice, in Burma and Vietnam, but unfortunately I haven't filmed it. So let's enjoy together this trip one more time. And please don't forget that here there will be a special video about tourmalines themselves. As what you'll see in this video, it's just for education and entertainment. The gemstones from that mining are no interest for us. Good morning. So today we'll visit tourmalines mining. As you noticed, we're already aware what to take with us. Surprisingly, the driver arrived 40 minutes earlier. His car is very good for off-roads, by the way, even though it's small. We don't expect any decent food in Savannah, so this time took a lot of snacks with us. Like chicken, fruits, bread and so on. The sweet bakery is not for me, as I'm trying a diet now. But children will love it. So again in beautiful and empty Savannah. Do you recognize that lake? It's the one where the water is purple-pink and people who drink it go blind by the age of 40 approximately. It's here we have met the blind Maasai with young wives. If you remember, one of them asked us to bring Viagra the next time. Their house must be over there. I'm starting to think that maybe I could still try and arrange well here for them, as it's obvious that the area is super dry. You can tell by the grass. The locals say there are hippos and crocodiles there, but I'd rather not to check it myself, as there is no one around to help me in case it appears to be true. It's the first time I see Savannah so dry. You see, no green colors at all. Everything is very grey around, and it's not because of the 13th iPhone, which makes everything pale, as currently I'm using the 11th one to get the normal colors. We asked some random Maasai when was the last rain. It appeared that it has been almost a year. So you can understand why does it look like post-apocalyptic setting. Can't even imagine how the local villages survive here without water. 5 hours later, still savanna, but now with mountains on the background, which is quite beautiful. And here we have baobab. I read once that in one of dialects it means the father of the trees. Indeed, such a drought, but it's blossoming. Baobabs are very long-living, so they end up being very massive. This one must be about 5 meters in diameter. You might wonder why people hasn't destroyed them yet. The answer is simple. Their wood is too watery, you just can't use it for anything. We stopped by to buy some blast. Wow, so many toilets. Looks so authentic. Here are firewood, so we buy a blast and go to make big bada boom. Aha! Beautiful tree. And kids are playing nearby. Just like when I was a kid. Hello, how are you? Do you want some cookies? I've got some. Let's go and grab some. Okay, here we go. Help yourself. Hey, don't forget to share with the little guy. Hmm? Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Let me help. Have no idea what is funguya. Here. That's right. By the way, they don't look like they're surviving. Have some too. The food definitely doesn't agitate them much. Seems like they're more interested in me than in treats. They're not very neat maybe, but for example, when I was playing outside as a child, I also didn't look pretty much clean. Though my pants didn't have such holes. Yes? What would you say about it? Here, take this too for the others. Women are being shy when I'm filming, trying to hide themselves. Do you like it? I can tell you do. Cute little fella, especially your cheeks. May I? Very cute. Who is it here? The dog. What are you after? The biscuit or me? Okay, so our journey continues. We brought with us 3 sausages and fuse. Not much, as we don't need to blow everything. Just a little bit to see what is inside. So 3 must be more than enough. Hello. Give him more. On our way, we're trying to share some water with Maasai, but many just grab one water and run away. Just like that guy. Another one just vanished behind those bushes. Are we that much scary? Super dry land and plants. We have met about 6 people so far, and all of them are herding cows. I completely don't understand what those cows are eating. Look, only brave donkeys are carrying water. The owners are long gone. Ran away immediately, just like other Maasai. And donkeys haven't even stopped. So finally, we're here. In the end there were no roads even, just some paths. So it was good to have a proper car. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be any use in it in the beginning, but now I see I was wrong. Damn me, it's beautiful, but so dry. The last time I was here it wasn't as much dry. Must admit that I began respecting Maasai even more now. Just imagine how strong their survival skills must be if they can manage living here with their wives, children, cows and goats. This bush is surprisingly green. Maybe there is water somewhere deep underground. So, what do we do now? We're going to climb down, drill small holes, set up the blast, blow it, and wait for about an hour and a half until the dust is settled and the poisonous vapors from gunpowder vanish. Here's a local guard, also a local drunkie. These guys are Bantu. They also live here without water, so please tolerate the dirty clothes. There is no way to wash here. Give them water. Couple of blocks at least. Such a view. Endless savanna. Give more. So this is our tourmaline shaft. You see, they try to secure it with stones, without any concrete though, so forget about safety. The length of this hole is about 70 meters. Wow! Is it a real dust tornado? Cool! So we'll watch them first. If I find it too much unsafe, of course I won't climb down. And here's quartz. You send me messages with quartz every day, hoping that's a diamond at least. But unfortunately, in most cases, it's just quartz. Here all the ground is covered with these shiny pieces. Sorry, my camera doesn't show how sparkly they are. It's beautiful, but they cost $0, literally. In some rare cases, they contain rutile, for example. Those pieces might be somehow valuable. But what we've got here is useless. We have moved for 30 meters approximately, all the way down. No safety measures, just heaps of stones. Funny? Huh? Is it funny that I'm afraid? So I think that I won't go any further. I don't trust these constructions, even though it's physically not that much difficult. I'd better wait for them upstairs. As for me, it isn't worth of a risk. So while I was making my way here in a funny manner for them, they made holes and set up the blast. It's not difficult to do, as the walls are made from sediments. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, 3 we bought at the shop, and 1 they had already. We're 70 meters underground right now. Still can't believe that I made it here. However, I drank enough water in beforehand, so I feel alright. There was a situation when I forgot to hydrate, and that was very wrong of me to do so. So, do you want to add a couple more? Sorry. Do you want to add a couple more? Or this is enough? Yep, no English, okay. Okay. Let's climb up.
Okay.
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 Whew. Almost there. Probably I shall train more and play computer less, if I want to keep up with them. They're unfolding the fuse. 2 more turns for safety. And we'll blow that.
Ukichoma kamba tu hapo tu, yani si kwamba inatakuwa uchome mita 2. Mahali alivyochomoa tunaenda ule motoka. Ni sirudi. Sirudi asi. Najificha kwenye kiroba.
According to the appearance, that guy is the most experienced. Another quartz. Well, there are plenty of that stuff here. Would look good in an aquarium, by the way. Nothing interesting. Oh God, I'm so thirsty now. Can hardly speak.
2 minutes.
What the? Wow, that's it, isn't it? You said it will be in 2 minutes, but it was 2 seconds. Okay, now we need to wait until the dust is settled and the poisonous vapors are gone. And after that we'll go back to see what they've got. But I'm starting to think that probably I'll wait with them in the camp. Not sure that I want to repeat the experience. So we're back on the surface, waiting until we can come back. Therefore it's high time to eat. Here's the Maasai-style shit and sticks house. And over there we've got our hot chicks. 3 grilled hot chicks to be precise. So I decided to have a closer look at local Nothing Less. If you have ever played Fallout, you might find the scenery pretty familiar, if you understand what I'm talking about. Literally no one around, just trees and birds. I can hear the lost goat somewhere behind the bushes. Must have fallen behind its Maasai master. The goat better to make its way back home, otherwise it will be eaten for sure, just like those 3 chickens. Joking, it will be the wild animals, not us of course. By the way, when we were eating, I attempted to throw the bones at the bushes, but the locals stopped me immediately. Because if we leave bones like that, in the night there will be guests such as hyenas or lions. And we don't want that as we are traveling without guns. Another interesting moment was when I poured some water on hands to clean them before I grabbed my phone. And I noticed that they all grew silent. They all started to stare at me, even quite chewing, like, what the fuck was that? Likely it was really a tiny little bit of water spilled. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe they would have beat me in the face for that. I'm trying to spot that goat with a bell on its neck, and it's like in horror movies. When I approach, it starts to sound like it's already on the opposite side, somewhere behind me. Imagine if it's a monster like anglefish, luring its prey with the sound of goat wearing a bell. And this is a termite mound. I'm pretty sure you know about them. I have finally found it. So I've been watching it for half an hour and I still don't understand what it's eating. It's head down in the dust all the time, but there's nothing but dry sticks. No leaves, no roots. Meanwhile, our lonely goat has got a company. You see, more goats, but no shepherd. Because most likely the shepherd is a young Maasai, and as you know, they prefer to stay out of contact. So he either is hiding somewhere, already long gone to avoid dangerous unknown people and white mzungu. Look, look, what are they eating? It's just the dust. And they're still feeding somehow. That one is chewing a stick, for example. Well, local goats are tough. It's already the sunset, so the guys went down and now you see the bags with material which we are going to go through. Meanwhile, this is what the locals showed me. This greenish spot is a tourmaline. Of course not the quality one, but that's not the point. When you see this kind of smooth surface with shiny faces, you follow it. Therefore, when they're digging the shaft, this type of material guides them. And when they choose a spot to blow, they also look for the concentration of this material exactly, because tourmalines are locked inside. I don't know what is it exactly, but it must be some sort of quartz, I believe. And finally, my favorite part, sorting the rocks and seeing what we've got. But so far nothing interesting. All of that doesn't count. This one dark green tourmaline brought my attention at first place when I saw it on the market. Now the sun is going down, so it looks almost black, but it's green, believe me. Two small ones.
Mnaenda kula wapi hela mniambie?
Nitakuja Hedaru kwenye samaki.
Okay, we'll do a couple more bags before the darkness. And that's what we've got. None of this is suitable for cutting, but it's just the result of 2 bags. And after the blow, they lifted 30. And I'm not going to spend the night here, so I'm heading back before the sun finally goes down, as it's not funny to get stuck in savannah in the night. So, quick summary. As you may see, the mining is rich. There are lots of tourmalines, most of them are low quality, but that's normal situation. And the color here is only green. I told them to contact me when they start finding the proper green or dark green tourmalines. We had to stop in one village as we got a flat tire. And suddenly one of the miners arrived after us. He found this one pretty stone and he wants to give it to me as a gift. But unfortunately I have to refuse. Because by the matter of fact, this mining is illegal, and I don't want to support the idea of illegal business. So I'm going to return this tourmaline, even though it looks very nice. Probably would be a green emerald style after cutting. Hope they will legalize this mining soon, then we'll talk. That's it. Take care.